Okay, Ahmed.
Ahmad.
Am I saying your name right?
Yes, Ahmad.
All right. So listen, we're here in Terminal 1 in the departures, international departures. I'm trying to get to Amsterdam. You're trying to get to Iran, which is your home. And we've been delayed for 4 hours.
That's right.
So it's been my great pleasure to chat with you. And you're a really interesting guy. So
Thank you.
you're originally from Iran, correct?
Okay, yes, I was born there.
You were born in Iran. And I told you how old I am. And you told me that you're 68.
68, yes.
And so you immigrated to Canada, to Toronto 20 years ago?
25 years ago, exactly. March 1998.
So you immigrated to Canada 25 years ago? When was that?
1998.
1998. So you've been in Canada for 25 years, and you told me earlier that your wife is also Persian. She was born in Iran.
Correct.
Now, did you and your wife immigrate to Canada together? Were you a married couple?
Yes.
You were.
We had a son, 6 years old,
Do you,
when we immigrated to Canada.
you still have your son?
Yes.
I know you do. And so how old is your son?
31 years old.
So right now you're going to Iran, and you told me you still have a sister there.
Yes.
How,
My sister.
how long are you going to Iran?
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I asked for 3 weeks, but my manager didn't agree with me.
Ahmad, you told me you're a fancy professional engineer, so they probably need you at work, right?
I wish I was, but now I am not needed. Only they are going according to the rules. Nobody more than 10 days. No, I'm not much needed. They can easily replace me. And maybe they wish to replace me. We are old. They like to bring young people, but we are part of the union.
Yes.
So they cannot easily kick us out.
Okay, I understand that, but here's what I think about that. There is so much wisdom and corporate knowledge that mature workers have. So it would be a great disadvantage for you and all of your body of knowledge to walk out the door.
Yes.
So maybe they want to keep you.
Yes. Unfortunately, I don't agree with you. Honestly, I'm 60 years old. If I was a senior manager or CEO, I would kick everybody, all the people. I only get the young people. I have seen them. They come, students. They are smart, quick, fast, furious.
Yes.
They are the best.
So I was asking you earlier about your foreign credentials, because I understand you were working in Iran as an engineer.
That's correct.
And so when you came to Canada 25 years ago, how easy was it for you to move into your field as an engineer? What did you have to do to become licensed to work here?
Yes, it was very difficult. Actually, I had passed the university degree, and they have to give me, and I had the experience in Iran. So basically, I was qualified as a professional engineer.
Sure.
But they told me, oh, we don't know that the university was that. So you have to pass 2 or 3 exams. So, and finally the ethics exams. So after 2 years, I passed those exams, because every 3-4 months was one of them. So I passed the exam, and eventually I got that one. But I didn't get any advantage because of that document or certification. For example, they didn't increase my salary because of that, or you know that is a big problem.
Yes,
when you
I agree.
Look for a work, they ask you, are you a professional engineer? You say no. Oh, they say that if you were a professional engineer, you were qualified for the job. But when you get that, it is the same. You are not accepted anyway. And I was I had some education.
Just one second. What did you say? When you have the qualifications, you should be accepted? Is that what you said?
Yes. I have to be accepted. So I have some knowledge and experience.
Of course.
But I have to confess that I was lucky to get a good job. Others, I know some people much more knowledgeable in engineering and experienced. I know them, but they were not able to get a good job or related to their background.
So you said by getting the Canadian certification, it didn't really help you in any way. It didn't increase your pay. What I was going to say to you is I told you I'm a lawyer, and I have many friends who were internationally trained, and then when they come to Canada, it takes them years and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get licensed to practice in one of the provinces here.
Yes, that's correct.
And you say it's a problem, and I say it's a problem too.
Yes.
What can we do? What do you listen? You've been around for a while. I've been around for a while
That's
too. I have
correct.
gray hair, but what can our government do to fix that? How should we go about dealing with that?
They have to remove the barriers.
Yes.
For example, maybe a lot of engineers have immigrated to Canada. They have enough engineers. But I am talking about, for example, my wife was a physician in Iran.
Yes.
She was graduated and she had about 2 or 3 years experience working as a physician, family physician in Iran. But when she came to Canada, they had so many difficult situations. She had to pass 3 very difficult exams, and then if she could pass all of them, then she had to find a place in the hospital to work to be able to qualify, and it was almost impossible.
Yeah.
Even, for example, 10 foreign doctors were accepted in all Toronto. Of course, these last few years, they have removed some of the barriers for the physicians, but they were forced to do that because when you want to see a specialty doctor or a family physician, sometimes for a specialty you have to wait 5 months to get. So they got in a very bad situation, so they removed some of the barriers.
That's fantastic.
To 25 years ago. But they still have some barriers. For example, now the physician in Iran, the residency period, they work in the hospital. They work in the hospital in Iran for 18 months. Now the government of Canada has told that we only accept those that have 2 years residency. So a lot of Iranian physicians, new ones, they have not been able to, even they have passed the exam.
Yes.
They are very qualified, experienced, but they have not because of this barrier that has been recently, I heard from my friends.
I told you that I was born in Toronto, so I don't have a status as an immigrant person here, but what I will say is, as I've already mentioned, this is a massive problem, especially because if we're talking about the medical field, for example, we saw what happened with COVID, and to your point about the backlog for specialist appointments, and I think it's offensive to foreign trained professionals that they have to jump through so many hoops and pay so much money and wait and wait and wait when we need them, and they're qualified professionals. Will you stay in Canada for the rest of your life, or will you go back and retire in Iran?
No, I will stay. My home is in Canada. I like Canada very much, and Canada has been very good to immigrants. The government of Canada, the place that I work, they have very good policies to support the foreign-born residents and citizens. So I like Canada very much. We can speak Persian language in train, bus, and public places without being frowned upon. I have heard that in Europe it's not the same. If you speak Persian, Arabic, or other language, they may not say anything, but you are frowned upon and they don't like it.
Interesting.
So the foreigners prefer to be quiet or speak the language of that country.
I'm glad you brought that up.